Hey guys, it's Stephanie and today we are talking wild shrimp. That's right, and thanks to my friends at the Spice House, we are going to create a fantastic Oaxacan-Inspired Ancho Chili Coffee Rub shrimp with a jicama taco shell that's going to transport us from our homes into a fantastic Southern Mexican kitchen. Are you ready to get started? I thought so. Let's go. Okay guys, so let's start cooking. We are making an incredible Ancho Chili Coffee Rub shrimp with a jicama taco shell that is going to be super simple and super delicious. So let's start by talking about our shrimp. What I'm using is a wild US shrimp that was harvested out of the Gulf Coast of Mexico. It has really great texture and really great flavor. Now, most of you know that shrimp is one of the most popular seafoods around, and as a result of that, there are thousands of shrimp farms around the globe vying for your attention and your wallet. Please, 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 just make sure that you are looking for the most sustainable shrimp available. And one of the best ways to do that is to go to one of the best sources around. And I believe that it is the Monterey Bay Aquarium's Seafood Watch program. You can download the app or check it out online, and it will let you know if you are in the green, yellow, or red zone when you're buying seafood. So check it out. Okay, so let me show you how we get our shrimp cleaned, and then we'll move on to the rest of our ingredients. Now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use a tool from my friends at Toadfish. I gave these away for Christmas gifts last year, and this is basically a shrimp cleaner. What you do is you put the shrimp cleaner in the edge of the shrimp, just like that. Then you push it through. And when you're done, you have a perfectly clean shrimp. That's pretty cool, right? Okay, so we have that. Now what we're gonna do is take our knife and slit it right down the center. Like that. Then this is what we're gonna use for our tacos. So now on to our jicama taco shell. This is a jicama. It is a fantastically sweet and crispy tuber root that is low in carbs and makes a perfect taco shell. Let me show you how we get that done. You're just going to cut around it just like that. It looks just like this. It's beautiful white, really crunchy on the outside, and is really simple. So now what we need to do is just get out our mandolin and cut little slivers. So let me show you how we do that. Okay, really simple, right? So now on to our other ingredients that will simply be accoutrement to our taco. We have some tomato, some chopped red onion, some cotija cheese, one of my favorite Mexican cheeses. It's a salty, creamy cheese akin to chev or goat cheese. And we have some cilantro. Of course, we got cilantro and a little bit of avocado oil. And last but not least, our Oaxacan Ancho Chili Coffee Rub from my friends at the Spice House. This is a salt-free rub that is chock full of some of the best ingredients from the Oaxacan region of Mexico. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Oaxaca, it is the foodie region that is famous for mole. Yes, that chocolatey sort of spice blend that you put on other kinds of food. Fantastic and delicious. This blend has chile, pepper, brown sugar, spices, cinnamon, coffee, and garlic. I really love the fact that this is salt-free because I get to control the amount of salt that is in my food. I love that. I'm a little bit of a control freak. So let me show you what this looks like. Oh my gosh. Fantastic. This is great, guys. High quality, delicious spices. Okay, I could go on forever. Let me show you how we put this meal together. Okay guys, let's start cooking. First thing I want to let you know is that I'm using previously frozen shrimp, and my favorite thing to do with previously frozen shrimp is to add a little bit of lime juice to it. It helps waken it up. It also helps to pre-cook it just a little bit so that our shrimp cook faster in our skillet. All right, next up is a little bit of salt. Now, I know we are using a salt-free spice blend, but we are gonna add a little bit of salt to our shrimp. This just helps me feel like I am in control of how much salt I put in a dish. Now for our beautiful Ancho Chili Coffee Spice Rub. This stuff, oh my gosh, is so fantastic and smells delicious. Let's add this to our shrimp. And while you're adding this, just know that it has a really robust flavor profile. So you don't want to add too much, but just the right amount is perfect. And I think for the pound of shrimp that I'm using, you can add about 3 tablespoons and you're gonna be just fine. Now, the other thing I'm gonna add is some cilantro. Cilantro is fantastic. We're gonna add it to the taco later, but I love to cook with it because it just adds this really fantastic herby vibe. And last but not least, some avocado oil. What I love about avocado oil is that it has a really high smoke point. Okay, now for the best part. I get to use my hands. I'm gonna get in here and use my digits to get all of these wonderful seasonings blended and together. Now, the one thing you should know about using dried spices is that they need time to bloom. And one of the best ways to help bloom them is to use a little bit of oil and a little bit of citrus, like we did just now, to get all of these spices opened and into our world. This looks fantastic. All right, I'm gonna get my hands clean and come back with a clean bowl and get those in the pan. Our heat is over medium-high, and what we're gonna do is just lay our shrimp out one at a time. You don't wanna double up on this, right? So just make sure that each shrimp has its own place in the pot. Oh my gosh, it's only been a couple seconds and I can already smell the cinnamon and the coffee and the chili is just coming through. Wow, what a fantastic spice blend, you guys. Since we have all of this residual oil and citrus and deliciousness, we're gonna add this right on to our shrimp. These look fantastic. Oh, it's like aromatherapy, you guys. It's so fantastic and so delicious. All of the seasonings are coming through and the shrimp are fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are going to turn these in just about a minute and a half, which brings me to my next point. Overcooking your shrimp. Oh my gosh, you guys, I get so many questions and so many emails from people about overcooked shrimp. And the reason that your shrimp is overcooked is because you are overcooking your shrimp. Shrimp in general don't need to be cooked for more than 5 minutes. If your shrimp look done in the pan, they are more than likely going to be overcooked and rubbery by the time you put them on your plate. So just keep this in mind. The shrimp rule is 4 to 5 minutes maximum. And we have hit that point now, so I'm gonna put these in my bowl. Oh, wow. These look incredible, you guys. All right, we are done with that. The only thing we have left to do is to put our tacos together and to show you how we get this done. Okay guys, time to eat. We have here a fantastic Oaxacan-Inspired Ancho Chili Coffee Rub Shrimp with a jicama shell. I paired this with some of my favorite taco ingredients like a pickled habanero, some cabbage, a little bit of cilantro, tomato, sea salt, and cotija cheese. And I'm serving this with one of my favorite Mexican beers. The reason this is one of my favorite beers is because this is what was served years ago when I was on one of my adventures in Mexico, and as I floated down the Sea of Cortez eating ceviche and fish tacos all day long. I'm just gonna give this a taste to make sure it is indeed as I remembered it. Oh, so good. Nutty, flavorful, and refreshing. And speaking of refreshing, oh my gosh, this taco! Oh my gosh, you guys, this looks fantastic and I'm so looking forward to this. This spice blend is incredible. I'm getting a little bit of sweetness from the cinnamon, getting some heat from the chile, and this really robust flavor from the coffee. You've got to get this spice blend. You guys, I'm gonna finish my taco in my beer, but if you have a seafood recipe, a sustainable seafood recipe that can be made in 15 minutes or less, send it my way and I'll add it to my arsenal of videos. Probably. Bon appetit.